Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Never mind. Never mind. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm going to test my Facebook page just to make sure that we are live. I have none other than Mr. Dwayne Wiggins here to present tonight. I'm so excited to have him on Fit Live, but I want to make sure that we're broadcasting first on Fit Live. And yep, I can see that we are. With that, I want to turn down my volume. And I want to say, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I'm so excited tonight to have this amazing legend of the
Oh my God.
in my presence, to have him to be able to take time out. So I want to explain something, you guys. He's about to go live on stage, and so I'm catching him in his element. He is backstage, so there's people moving around, people talking. But he promised to give me his attention, so we
You
should.
got it. Come on. You know you got my attention.
We promised to have him front and center. I am so excited. So I want to say welcome. I want to first off and say wherever you are, I just sending you positive energy. I'm sending you love and light, and I hope that everything in your world is manifesting in ways you never thought or imagined. If it is not, I'm going to say to you, hold on, because there's always a tomorrow, and I'm a firm believer that everything in life happens for a reason. So if it happens to be a valley for you, don't worry. It's a stepping stone so that when the light does shine, you'll be ready. I want to also
Yes.
say, I want to just share with you why I created this platform. And before I do that, I want to tell you, wherever you are, whether you're joining the next watch this, wherever you are, grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and take notes. This is an opportunity for us to learn. We have a legend, and it's not often that we get that in our presence. So I want to take advantage of it, and I want us to get as much as we possibly can from this channel. So let me go ahead and tell you about this platform and why I started it. My name is Sheryl Grant. As most of you know, welcome, welcome, welcome to Fit Live. We're here to highlight the real journeys and triumphs of individuals, professionals, and entrepreneurs from around the globe. Getting fit is more than a physical process. It's a roadmap for getting into mental shape, developing faith, intuition, and tenacity necessary to propel you forward for your own success, not only in business but in life. So the question beckons, are you ready to get fit? Fit stands for faith, intuition, and tenacity. Do you have faith? Do you have intuition? Do you have tenacity? The answer to that question is yes. And you're about to get a double dose of it now. Without any further ado, I want to welcome to this platform, Mr. Dwayne Wiggins. Welcome, sir.
So honored to be on your platform, young lady. I really appreciate this moment.
You're honored. I'm honored. Dwayne, you are a Bay Area legend. Where's your dog? What's your dog's name, Dwayne?
Oh, Shinobi?
Yeah, where's Shinobi?
You remember my dog. That's crazy.
Yes, Shinobi. Where's Shinobi? I love
At home.
Shinobi.
You know, I
Shinobi,
didn't bring her. I'm backstage at Yoshi's right now. So, I may bring her tomorrow, but today, load in and all that going down. Yeah, it's a bit much.
wow, well, there goes Cindy Hill. Cindy Hill said, hey,
What's going on, Sister Hill?
what's going
How are you?
on? Tag a friend, Cindy. This is going to be an amazing, amazing, amazing interview. But Dwayne, I want to make sure I got that. You don't travel with him?
Well, sometimes I'll travel with her, but no, not all the time, But sound checks, when load in of the first day of shows, I don't want her to get stepped on or something to happen. So,
That's it.
yeah.
I love that.
I was really hands on today.
You were hands on. Okay.
Yeah.
This man's about to perform live, and he took time for me, y'all. Time for me, for the platform to come talk to you, and share some words of wisdom. I want to start off by reading.
Wonderful time.
I want to read your bio, Dwayne. And for those who know, I
You're gonna
can't.
bore. You're gonna bore yourself. I'm
No,
telling you. I'm telling you.
no. For those, okay, so for instance, we stream to many different platforms, LinkedIn being one of them. And I don't know how active you are on LinkedIn, but LinkedIn, you have Facebook, which is more your family and friends. You have Instagram, which is more what I call the next generation. You have Snapchat, that's the generation before the millennials and after the millennials. And then you have LinkedIn, which is really a professional platform. But it really is a way for us to also spread and let other people who may not know you, I'd be surprised, but who may not know you, get a chance to know you. So let me indulge myself, sir. Let me just indulge myself. Trinidad, Hermida said, Bay Area legend. That's right, Trini. We are
Hey,
good. Say it.
long Secular Road. I've been. Her name was Trinidad. I was talking about.
Yeah, her name is Trinidad Hermida.
Ah,
Trinidad is a DEI,
pleasure.
diversity, equity, inclusion expert, a friend of mine. She's amazing. She's a powerhouse. Terry OG said, Castlemont in the house. Sup, bruh?
Absolutely. Castleers.
There you go. So y'all, I'm going to read this man's bio. He said no, but I am, because I am. Dwayne, is it Patrick?
Patrice.
It is Patrice. Dwayne Patrice Wiggins is a blues guitarist, producer, composer, philanthropist, and founding member of the 1990s soul R&B group Toni. The group had 14 Billboard charting R&B singles, including 5 #1 hits, 3 top 10 pop singles, 1 gold album, 2 platinum albums, 1 double platinum album. Dwayne has received recognition with a Grammy Award, American Music Award, NAACP Image Award, ASCAP Award, ASCAP Award, and most recently a Heroes and Legends Hall Award. Oh my God, that is amazing. Since Toni's last album, Dwayne has had success with producing and developing documentaries, independent films, albums that's featuring collaborations with Carlos Santana, Darius Rucker, and Jamie Foxx. In 1996, Dwayne established Grassroots Entertainment, which signed and produced Destiny's Child. His other producing credits include artists such as Jody Watley, Too Short, India R.E., Keisha Cole, Jamie Foxx, Alicia Keys, Poplyfe, Her, H.E.R., Kalani. Dwayne is credited with developing the early careers of the Keisha Cole, all of whom spent significant time in his Oakland recording studio, making music and learning the ins and outs of the music industry. It is through the love of developing young artists, along with his involvement with the community outreach, that he founded Youth Aid Nonprofit, which supports after-school and summer programs like the Toni School of Music and Poplyfe, a group of young artists who have been featured with hit shows like America's Got Talent. He has won awards that have already went on. I just want to say, whatever you are, go ahead and stand up and say, what's up?
Living. That's all I'm going to say.
Dwayne,
you know?
Dwayne.
To that point you made earlier today, I was like, today is tomorrow. So just live in the moment, you know?
That's sir.
Yes, it is.
I was talking to somebody recently just the other day, and Dwayne, those same exact words they said to me, they said, Sheryl, we're always trying to get to the destination. We're always trying to get to the destination when a part of life's blessing is the journey to the destination.
Yes,
and
it is.
It's the opportunity, even sometimes when they're not the most pleasant things or the most, our best selves, but it is your best self because it's the next step to the next thing. So I so appreciate that. But I got a question for you, sir.
Uh-oh, what's that question?
You ready? You ready, Dwayne?
I don't know. I need an NDA on this bad boy.
I got you. Dwayne, what are you passionate about?
Oh my God, what am I passionate about? Many things. I'm passionate about life, just in general. Everything that moves around me. I'm passionate about sharing things. I'm passionate about growing, and of course, this entertainment business is. I live this. People talk about rehearsals and this, that, and that. I'm like, man, you cannot rehearse this life when you're living it like this. So that's my passion.
I love it. Dwayne, how did you end up in the music industry? Did you grow up one day and you were a little boy and you said, I'm going to be an artist, and then you woke up and then that's just what you were? How did you end up in this space?
Well, my father was a blues guitarist and a singer, pretty much. So that's what made me pick up the guitar. But, Oakland was really where I was, I homed in on my craft. Truly. The first music I was playing besides, some of the blues stuff. Growing up in West Oakland, my father used to take me to a lot of spots off of 7th Street and all that. So I got a chance to experience raw blues. And then being at home, I would see them rehearse in the kitchen and all that type of stuff. And we lived across the street from the Infirmary Park. I really wasn't playing guitar then, but I moved to East Oakland, uh, early 70s. Ended up moving to Sobrani Park, over to Royal Park, and it was just musicians all over the place. So I remember some of the first stuff I learned was from a guy who they call Big Dwayne. He taught me how to play Jimi Hendrix, you know, Hey Joe, stuff like that. And so that's how I picked it up, just straight up growing up in a neighborhood where, like, you see rappers all over town right now. Everybody raps. Back then, everybody was playing an instrument. Everybody looked up to Sly Stone. They looked up to Larry Graham. They looked up to the Hawkins. The Grateful Dead was doing a lot of things. It was just Oakland was really very artsy all around.
Wow. Oakland is, I hella love Oakland. Oakland is an amazing community of amazing people like yourself. And ever since I met you, the wonderful thing that I love about you most, Dwayne, is that you're real. Like, there are some people who get to stardom in your stature and they still don't stay grounded to the community, and that's not you. You are who you are, but I see you all the time out and about now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see the beauty in the community. You know what I mean? I get energy from it. When I hang out and I get a chance to experience things, and I've been around long enough to know that the future is with the youth. So it's and if you give to them, if it's reciprocal, it comes right back to you. So through my kids and working through Poplyfe, and then also signing the Destiny's Child situation, them being 13 and 14 years old, that was the best education of my life.
Tell me,
This, you know,
I want to know. Give me details.
yeah. I mean, besides Toni, that was our last album in 1995, 96. And as we were making our exit with Universal Records, I was entering signing who's going to be the next biggest group in the world, female group. And did I know at that time? No. I just happened to, really feel passionate about this group. Was very talented, and and I learned a lot from them. You know, the one thing I showed, or I always show artists, is that you have to be able to perform live and give energy back. So a lot of times when I see the artists and they got all these followers, and I got 1 million followers, I got 2 million followers, I'm like, are you making a living at this, or are you giving something back, or what's what? And I learned that when I was working with Zendaya. I remember one time when she very popular with Disney and all, 4 million followers and stuff, and then we be talking about all these followers. I'm seeing how things work, and this was 2012, 2013. Then some of the shows, were getting canceled. I'm not saying that they weren't going to be hot or nothing like that. Maybe the price market was different. I don't know. But then I was like, man, with all of these followers, I'd rather see the followers following me in real life. And that's so I've always said, if you're a real artist, you perform and you follow your followers. You go out and you give them an opportunity, and this is only once in a lifetime, and you gotta touch spirits. You gotta uplift each other. And that's why I've always put artists on live stages. That's it. Go live or go home. That was it.
Wow. Wow, and it makes so much sense because we live in such a digital time that everything is about how many likes. Like in the community that you serve, and that's deep and that's known. It really is. So on your journey, Wayne, one of the things that I try to do on this platform is to empower people through storytelling, helping them to understand the journey so that it might make their life easier. And I know as an entertainer, just like that entrepreneurial life 101, like you have to have a certain spirit and a certain heart.
Yeah.
What do you say? What is your advice to those people that are out there and living their dreams? What piece of advice do you have to give to them?
I think it's quite simple. Just follow your passion. Just follow your passion, especially today. In these crazy times after what we've been through, it's really about who you are. And you really find out. I mean, a lot of people had the opportunity to find out through this pandemic, what when it happened, you really saw that it's about you knowing who you are and doing the things that make you feel comfortable, and it's not all about the money. You know,
Hey,
yeah, a lot. I
about
learned a lot about that. Yeah, I mean, I like dough. I ain't gonna lie. Well, who doesn't? Yeah, I like making money, but
right.
it's not about that with me. Sometimes I pay people so that I can play on their stage. It's the energy. We're the money. This melanin is money all day.
Right. So, what you drinking, Poppy?
I'm drinking green tea right now, but that won't be what I'm drinking when we get ready. I mean, I'll drink a little hot sake at Yoshi's. It's always beautiful. Hot sake. That's one thing I really like.
Right, and we're going to be talking about that a little later on because I want you guys to know just to set the stage. Dwayne is actually live at Yoshi right now. He will be
Yes.
performing tonight, actually for the rest of this week, right?
Yes.
Dwayne
Yes.
and all
8 shows. 8 shows. 2 shows a night. This is the kickoff of it right now, and I'm excited about it because the last 3 to 4 years have been very different. I've been traveling back and forth to Ghana, Nigeria. I've done some things with some fabulous artists, and I'm so excited now because I'm feeling the energy about taking everything that I've been doing in California, Oakland, America, and all of to Africa, and just fusion. A fusion of soul and Afrobeat, and I don't know. I'm excited, and we're about to bring it to them at Yoshi's. It's
right.
gonna be so hybrid. Let me just tell you, I got
All
I
right.
got some fabulous people coming on stage. I always have guests, but it's always about who's next. I'm bringing some artists up who's next, but I'm going to show people that no matter what they feel about R&B or Tony, it's always about the music, and the music is we're who we are. The music is just simply the score. That's it.
Right. Well, I'm proud of you. I want y'all to know that I know you'll be back, Dwayne, because I looked at the calendar, but I can't remember when. But there's later. Is this? I mean, this week you're playing. But aren't you coming back?
Well, we're gonna be here until Sunday,
Okay.
and then tonight, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then after that, I'm popping out to Ghana.
Right. And I think you're all. Is it too late to get tickets?
It's sold out.
Yes. Oh yes.
Fortunately, unfortunately, it's sold out.
Yes.
And this is our 12th annual. It's either our 12th or 13th annual, right? And this is my friend Tara Kemp. If y'all don't know, look, we backstage and
Hi,
she.
Tara.
I do it. Tara Kemp. Have y'all ever heard this young lady sing?
No.
Just wanna hold you tight
All day,
all
all night.
night.
Just
Just
what?
wanna hold you
Look, let me
tight.
just tell you something. A little story. I always have to tell this story because a lot of people, have come on my stages and people be like, "Why did he bring her up? Why did he bring him up?" I bring people that I have history with, and we had a chance to grow, and I feel love and passion for. This artist we toured back in the day with MTV, with
Club MTV.
Club MTV. It was us, it was her, Tara Kemp, and her band, and she came from the city. You know what I mean? But I met her way back in the day at one of Jeffrey's clubs, the Dock of the Bay. She was singing backups with Rosie Gaines, and this was before the Tony's hit. And I was like, "Who is this white chick giving them the business in the hood?" Back? And so I think Rosie went on to sing with Prince and this, that, and the other. And we came out and such. We were on the road. I saw her get off her tour bus. I got off mine. It's like we were speaking to each other. I was like, "What you doing right here?" She said, "I got a hit out." Like, what you talking about? And it's been just dope ever since. You know what I mean? So I'm honored to have her coming on stage. I got a brother that's coming on the stage. His name is Mo Better Brown. Mo Better. And let me just tell you, he's the trumpet player with Anderson Paak. You know what I mean? He's part of the whole Free Nationals. He's gonna bless the stage, get it off with us tonight. It's about to be something very magical. We're gonna levitate Yoshi's this week. That's what it's gonna be. Real talk.
If y'all didn't know, now you know. And I'm
Yes.
sorry if you were sleeping, you missed out.
Yes.
Every show, and he has them through Sunday. Every show is sold out. If you are on and you are looking, I'm asking you to tag a friend. We have a legend in our presence. And Dwayne, one of the things my grandmother used to tell me when she was alive is give me my flowers while I'm living.
Yes.
So I gotta give you your accolades, my brother. I gotta give you the accolades right now. And you definitely are a big area.
It's the same to you, sister. Let me just say, You are such an inspiration. When I see you move and how you uplift others, I'm just like, I don't know where you find the time and the energy, but you're magical, and I appreciate you very much.
Thank you. So, sir,
Yes.
I got more questions for you. So,
Okay.
one of the things, Dwayne, when we embark upon this entrepreneurial journey, like I started out earlier saying, it comes from a different spirit. Dwayne, can you give an example of a hardship that you had and how you overcame it? Because I know in your space, everything is not always roses. Although when we look at you,
Yeah.
we see
Yes.
roses. So I'd love.
No.
You don't have to give me all the stories. Give me one good one.
One good one. What you mean a hardship story that made me? Yes.
But because I think, as I said earlier, I mean, really, we will have a real conversation with each other. I think we all want to live. Okay, when we look at Instagram, right?
Yes.
Even myself. I mean, after you take the pictures and you got the makeup on, and
Mm-hmm.
well, I don't wake up like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's all filtered. It's all this. I don't want to say a facade, but it is what it is. There's some truth behind the picture. There's some truth behind the
Yeah.
person. There's some truth about the journey. But
Well, I just say this: when I'm out, I know some people may see me doing my thing when I'm out, and I can be pretty loud when I'm out. Believe it. So, but my day may start and I'll be up in the morning probably. I'll usually wake up 5:36 in the morning. I'm stretching, getting my thing on, whatever, and I, call in some spirits or so. But and then probably 8 a.m., 8:30, depending on what coast I'm on, whatever. I'll get a call, and it's usually something legal. So I'm dealing with legal issues, things. And when you own your own trademark and a brand and something that a business like that, and we've been doing this 33 years, so it's not a game. You know what I mean? This is what it is, and it's a lot. It's about advancing. It's about thinking down the line. It's about investing in yourself. Um, and when I say that, you got to work hard. You got to work hard. You got to stay focused, and you got to plan down the line, not now. Plant seeds and look at it, what turns up in, 6 months to a year, 3 years down the line, and that's how I think. I think I'll put a lot of time in on something, and I have the patience of that. And I learned that from working with youth, minors, having patience, you know, the transition and all. But so I think the biggest thing with me, man, was learning not to say so much and do more. Let's talk, because a lot of times everybody around you is not in your favor of things. So it's kind of just do it and stop talking, and that's one major thing. But as I said before, it's I've always looked at everything as a blessing. So I'm different with that. Sometimes the most fucked up thing could be the best lesson I learned, and I'll thank people for that blessing. Someone that may have sued me for a grip, and I know it was foul out, but I went through it and fought it because it's the morals of it. And sometimes you got to learn how to choose your battles. You know what I mean? And you got to learn how to walk away, because it's not about the dough. It's about your time. Your time, your energy. Can't put a price tag on that. So that's one of the biggest things I've learned. So when you see me out partying, it's because I've probably been in going through it. When I finish at 5 o'clock and it's got 3 attorneys getting paid, blah, 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 blah. Then I'm like, I'm about to go tattoo. That's right. Yeah. So I'll get out and I'll get real out. That's it.
I've never, and every time I see you, it's so funny that you say that, because I've seen you a lot, and you always low key to me. You're always even mellow. I've not seen the wild and outside, Dwayne.
Yee. I mean, that is my wild and out. You see that? It's real calm. Woo, quiet storm. Let me just tell you. Woo. No, I enjoy life though. I enjoy being around people with good energy. So when we see each other, it's great. I see you around Kathy and all that. I mean, you guys just remind me of my sisters, and I have 3 older sisters, and they groomed me very well. Right. They groomed me very well to how to deal with women, and and
were you the only boy?
No. I had some older brothers, 2 older brothers, and then I had a younger brother, and then Raphael was the youngest brother. Right. Yeah, we had a nice sized family.
Yeah, I
So
love it. I love it. You come from a great family. What I want to know in terms of your career and those that you have mentored, what was it like with her? I mean, how did you connect with her? I'm in love with her. I love her. I do. I love her.
that's Gabby. You know how I first connected with her was doing something. I first connect with her was when I was doing something with Desley Brooks at Royal Park, and
Right,
I was producing the stage and stuff like that, and she was like 9 years old, 10, whatever. She was singing like Alicia Keys, and I had my son accompany her on keyboards. And
right,
from there, it's been like I've been inviting her to other things that I was doing. So she wasn't like directly in Pop Life, but she was. That was the start of Pop Life, and that was before. I was actually I was working with Zendaya at the time as well. She started doing stuff with Disney, and so
right.
Gabby was getting down a lot with the Pop Life thing. My son Dylan was the music director, and she would pop in, and they would, it was just magical. And there
Wow.
was other groups that we were working with too. And then I met Kaylani. She was like 13 at Oakland School of the Arts, and so she used to sing sort of backgrounds with for Gabby
Right.
at that time. And then they kind of learned and bounced from each other. So at that time, I really realized that these kids are so much sharper than it was when we were coming up. They pick up on things, and it's all about what they see and experience. Exposure is key. So if I was going to go have a meeting with Santana about something, you know what I mean, I would take my sons, or I take Kaylani and them. And if I'm going over to Jamie Foxx's pad and something other, and she see how he just get at the piano and just perform anywhere and this, that, and the other, and such and the passion. And this guy is rich, but he's still you know, very down to earth and very much an artist. So you have to see how to be a star, I guess, huh? But I always believe in exposing, artists to things and see what they come back with. Um, when they win, I feel like I'm winning.
Yeah, that's how I feel too, Dwayne. I think that the mentality that the system has put us in, where we feel like
Yeah.
we have an abundance, that is
Ali-
living in.
Alicia Keys was the same way. When I met her, I think she was 18, 19 years old, and I was finishing some work with Destiny's Child, and the label sent her out to the house. And the trip about it, I had my studio in West Oakland, Lower Bottom,
Right,
the House of Music.
right.
And she had a room at the Marriott, and she ended up saying like, "Hey, can I just stay at the studio?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" And Keisha was already living there, so it's a magical moment, you
Oh
know.
my
Yeah,
God, I can only imagine Alicia Keys. She is just beyond phenomenal as an artist, and even in her philanthropic efforts and what she really believes.
yeah. She for real. She's 100% for real. Yeah.
Amazing, beyond amazing. Your screen just froze for a minute.
It did. Okay.
We're all good. So I mean, this is just so amazing to have this opportunity. And as I'm sitting here talking to you, when you were talking earlier, you said that, I start my day off and, I might call on the spirits, do some tea, do a little meditation. This platform is all about being fit, Dwayne, and mentally fit. It's faith, it's tenacity. How does faith play in your life? And it's not
Always.
for me is about I mean it can be spiritual and I'm not to here to negate that, but faith is about your ability to believe in the impossible to me.
That's it.
Yeah. So how's
Yes.
your faith? Talk to me about your faith, Dwayne.
My faith is in others. When I see others and I see the magic, I see God in them, and it kind of sometimes it makes the hair stand up on my arms when I see somebody that's got such a glow in them, and they don't even realize it. It's just, man, you just got great energy, or conversations, simple things. It doesn't take much. Um, I don't. I guess the negative part doesn't really affect me the way it did growing up.
Right,
Growing up in Oakland can make you hard.
right,
So, like as I said before, negative things kind of give me a boost, makes
right.
me know I'm living. You know,
Absolutely. How have you seen Oakland change from back in the day? How have you seen
what do you mean?
it?
What have I seen? Oakland has changed. Oakland's not even Oakland no more. It's
It's not
just, it's just, the culture has changed pretty much. But but then when you really think about it, I mean, go back and think about it. Oakland's been through some changes before, and it's always been about the next. So I'm optimistic. I believe that something phenomenal is going to happen because of this change, and we have to just flow with it. keep doing what we do, respect each other. What I seen though back in Oakland in the days, everybody was entrepreneurs. People were having their own businesses. You know, we policed ourselves differently. Everything. You know, bullying. When people say bullying today, I'm just like, I'm tripped out. Like that's bullying.
Right.
We
I
um
don't,
we got a lot to go back.
bullies. I don't like bullies. I
No,
don't.
no, me either.
There are a few things that I don't like bullies. I don't. But bullying now has taken on a whole new dimension.
A whole new dimension.
And some of it is, I mean, it really is far more concerned. The rapid crime rate, the boldness, and how things are coming down. And I just, my prayers, like with you, I see hope and I see the silver lining in Oakland.
Yes.
Me, I'm going to switch just a little bit, and I'm going to move on to the second part of fit, which is intuition. And you talked about it earlier, you know, being around positive minds and people that vibe with you. But in your industry, like the music industry and
Yep.
the industry,
Follow your intuition. I'm sorry, because guess what? No, at my age, I know. No, follow it
automatically,
because it is what it is. It may just take a little longer for you to find out, but if it's, you're like, damn, I know I feel like that before. Yeah, follow it. You know, go with it because that's what we're made of. You know, and it's in us. If you really pay attention to who you are, it's not saying that person is a bad person or good. It's just the energy is not going to work.
right.
You know, you got to move on.
Yes. And let it go, honey.
Yes.
Be
Yeah. With love. With love.
right. Well, for me, Dwayne, your girl is about to get a monumental year. And for me, when I look at it, it's like I've entered a zone where I don't have tolerance.
There
And
you go.
so it's just a no. Like it's either somebody asks me something about life and the choices that you make. Is it gonna be chocolate or vanilla? And so which one do you like? Like I'm playing a game with you right now, Dwayne. Do you want chocolate or vanilla?
I want them both.
Right, that's not a game. It's right. But guess what? Okay, go with that. Go with that. Do you like chocolate or vanilla?
Well, I mean, I like chocolate. Come on.
Okay, you don't
I'm
want
a chocolate fanatic, but you know what are you saying? This is
right. Here goes why they do that. Because it doesn't matter what you choose.
it doesn't.
Right. Choose what you like, what feels good to you. If it's
Yeah.
chocolate and vanilla, or if it's
Yeah.
chocolate, or if it's vanilla, there's really not a right or wrong answer.
Right. Exactly.
Go with.
You're right.
I wasn't leading you down a bad.
That's one thing we have to learn about in the education with our kids and let them know it's no right or wrong. Some stuff is just how you see it and how it works for you, and accept it.
Yes. Own it.
Yeah.
Own it.
Yes.
Be that man of
Yeah.
your life. Be that
Yeah.
man of your life. So tell me about Poplyfe.
Oh, Poplyfe.
Yes.
Well, Poplyfe was a movement. Whoa. All of those kids that came through that movement. It's something that I envisioned. I never envisioned a band. First of all, I was doing a show. I wanted to have something that was something like a urban version of Disney. After seeing Zendaya do her thing, you know, sitting in my house in the living room singing with the boys, and she's coming off like Corinne Bailey on the microphone, getting down, and all of a sudden, I remember her dad was telling me, "Oh man, we're going on this tryouts for Disney, whatever." And she kept going, and all of a sudden, she hit a lick with it. And when I had a chance to go and see how she works, you know what I mean, when I started producing her and stuff, and my son was the music director, and I saw all the stuff behind going to Disney, meeting the McLean sisters, meeting all these other artists. I was like, I want to do this, but they didn't take artists on the road. They only had it in their bubble of Disney. So I was like, I want to do something where it operates like Disney, where it's a visual show, but you take these artists on the road.
Wow.
And you know, they meet people and they learn and they grow and they share things. And that's how I envisioned. That's why it started out, you know, with Zendaya, then Gabby, and then Kaylani, and then, you know what I mean. And then all of a sudden they got on the show, and when they got on America's Got Talent, it made it about the band, like boom.
Amazing.
And I was like, cool. But the point is, like, I really was about, you know, let's do something that's hot. It's a show. It's educational and it's exposure.
Right. Oh my God, that is amazing. Well, I did have an opportunity to. I don't know. I didn't realize that it was an actual movement, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, not just not just from the show part, but everything about what I was doing with Poplyfe. I was showing kids how to do interviews. I used Greg Bridges at KPFA. Every youngster I worked with, I took them through that station, and they would have to learn how to articulate and express who they are. And I always told them, man, the music is just a score to who you are. So you got to let people know who you are if you want to be a star, and that was it. So that was the grooming. Advancing shows, knowing how to set up and close the deal, knowing how to make it to a stage. The way you make it to the stage and exit says who you are. So those are the type of basics I would show artists. Education is a must, but you got to know how to apply that bad boy, or it's a fucking waste. And that's what I'm gonna say. You know how you got to apply it to yourself, and learn how you could work with others, because everybody doesn't have the same passion and the same expertise, so to speak. But yeah, you got to learn how to have a team effort, working together with other people, building, sharing. Yeah. So that's the stuff. That's how I groom artists.
Right, but that is so powerful, because our youth need that so much today. And basically, what you're doing is mentorship, giving them an opportunity. They said when you take the elevator up, you should send it back down and bring
Yeah,
it back
yeah,
up to you, right? So
yeah.
that's like
That's
exactly.
what Prince was saying. I ain't gonna let the elevator bring us down. Oh no, let's go. Hell yeah, let's
Right.
get it.
That part,
So
that part.
now my new thing is taking artists to Africa in different parts and letting them see things. And that's my thing. So when I had the chance to take these young brothers that singing with the Tonys, Frank and Dyson, when I saw them singing at certain clubs and doing things, and I was like, okay, I've been through this before. You can put a song out, whatever, whoopty whoop, you're in the same. But let's see what it feels like when you go out of this country and you look at it and you bring something back. Then you come back looking at America in a whole nother twist. And I saw how it changed us, popping out of out of Oakland, going to Japan, not even knowing how to order food, knowing which way to walk on the street. You might get hit, the cars on the opposite side or whatever. Just have go into survival mode, and then we'd be in those spaces performing and the whole bit. Then when you come back, you're looking at people like, no, I got a whole nother gung fu for your ass. You know what I mean? And that's I couldn't express more how grateful I feel to be able to share that experience with some brothers that's been putting it in out here. And I was like, now come back to Oakland. And now you see them, they with the Tonys putting it in. It's always been like the Tonys lens giving a platform to the next generation.
I love it. Oh my God, I love it. As a matter of fact, right now I am in the process of working with an NGO to bring my platform to South Africa, and
Okay.
contract with right now, or in contact with universities. Cape University's already signed up, and we have the other universities, which my little thing I told you about, all about exposure to that, because they're dealing with other issues with here in the United States, and we put a global lens to it, it's a different perspective. And to be a woman to graduate from college is a beautiful thing, and deal with gender-based violence, just because they're women and tribal and cultural things. And I'm going there to just empower them and remind them of who they are. And I feel honored to have the opportunity to do that with our foundation.
That's
So
what I'm talking about.
it's called Fit for the World. So
Yes,
we try to
that's what I'm talking about.
take it to another platform.
Yes,
I've always wanted to go to Africa.
that's
Like,
what
never been. I'm gonna travel around the globe, but I've never been to Africa, and that's on my list. And Ghana is definitely one of them. And a lot of people, when they think about Africa, we've been led to believe here in the United States that it's it's not a great place. It's always negative light that's shed on it, and it truly is the next evolution. And when you talk about countries,
Oh yes,
the median population is like 16 years old, and their use of technology is
wow,
so that's an industry to just tap into, and there's so many people doing great things. Would you?
definitely.
Yes.
Oh come on, they don't fall for whatever you've been seeing and hearing about Africa. It's just less is more. They have less distractions. that's the best thing about it. But I've been able to build with some very gifted people. I get stuff filmed out there and just amazing. People, their passion is out of here, and they're not doing it for the money of it. You know what I mean? Of course, they want to make a living, but you know, just to feel that energy, it's great for me. Yeah.
It's a different vibration.
It's an entirely different
It's
vibration.
not about greed. It's about the love of country, the love of
Yes.
people.
Yep.
The things I often always talk about Dwayne. When I went to grad school, I came up with something called the C4 Matrix. What we're doing is communicating, creating connection, creating collaboration, creativity. When you create
Close that door.
change the world, you can change the world community. And that's what they're about, community. So we build up the community, so does everything else around it.
Yeah.
Everything else around it. And
Yes.
it's with us, you know?
I've learned some patience, boy. You know,
Right.
being over in Africa, it's like, you know, why are you rushing? I'll be out somewhere talking about, hey man, and they like, hey, why are you rushing? And I'll be like thinking like, damn, yeah, why am I rushing? You know, yeah.
Like, be in the moment.
Be in the moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I love it.
Yeah, and that's how they live, in the moment. I mean, sit out on the beach, man, by Hermida and just watch the sun rise and early in the morning while they're out catching fish. Like, this is magical, and the temperature is nuts, especially now. December, that's the summer.
Right.
It's crazy.
This is the most beautiful time of the year to go.
Yeah, I'll spend Christmas and New Year's. The last 5 years, it's been like that.
Except
for, yeah. Well, no, I didn't do 2020. Yeah, that was one I didn't.
Wow. Wow, I love it. And the beach is one of my happy places. I love the beach.
Oh, yeah.
So is it white sand, warm water? I don't know. Because here in the California,
Man, well, I mean, you could be on the beach and watching crabs just run up, you know, on the water.
Right.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
Oh my God. So Dwayne, I'd like to ask you a question. I know I didn't ask a lot of questions. I have more to about less than 15 minutes left, 14 minutes left before we have to wrap up. But I want to know, Dwayne, how can we support you?
Come to the Toni show. You know, I mean, that's it. We support each other. It's, you know, in my nonprofit, I don't have it anymore like I was doing before. I just COVID made me change some things in my warehouse, and like this is my last year at that warehouse, and basically I'm moving my things hopefully over to Ghana. I got a couple of containers I've been holding on to, and like right after we do this show, the movement is happening. So when I come back from Ghana, you know, I'll be probably more or less in Atlanta and only Oakland, and not with the big production anymore, because I want to do it outside of here.
Right, I understand. It's time to uproot the plant seeds and
Yes.
things, right?
Yes, I see the next 10 years of my life putting it in like that.
Right. So, but you still gonna be here in the Bay, though, right?
100%. Yes. Always gonna have
Well,
you.
are you Oakland for life? Is you Oakland for life?
It's a blessing and the curse. I am Oakland for life.
Oakland for life. Oh
yes.
My God. Oh my God. Dwayne, so you gave up your nonprofit. Are you still promoting Poplyfe? Is that still going?
Yes, everything I do, I call it Poplyfe, especially when it comes to the younger generation, because I've come with a certain style of learning how to work with minors. Like I said, you know, when they're under 18, it's a different type of deal. Well, it's different now because, you know, you got everything streaming, but before the streaming world, it's, you know, minors you deal with it different. The contracts are different, the court approvals, all type of things. So when I had to do the deal with Destiny's Child, that's what groomed me to be able to work with everybody else.
Right.
That's what sitting in that room with Beyoncé and hearing her clearly say what she didn't and did want in the song after we built certain things up, and negotiating something in between I had to do with Al Green versus this, that, and the other, a sample. And then she was like, oh, you're just going to let them take that much publishing? I'm like, yeah, because the money is your name next to Al Green. She's like, oh, I was like, bing. You know what I mean? Those little things, just showing people, stop chasing dollars. You the money.
Say that again, Dwayne. I think people in the back need to hear that one more time. You said, stop chasing money?
Yes, well, stop chasing dollars. Should I just say currency? No, stop tracing. We.
Dollars.
No, you don't. We the money, man. You take care of yourself. We the money. You know.
There's a book out, Dwayne, a while
Yes.
back, and it was called "Do What You Love, the Money Will Follow." And
that is
and that's an energy.
very
and
much true. Yes.
Talk about it. Energy is everything. Hey, Terry Copeland. Terry Copeland said, "What? Let me tell you a funny story about my friend, my dear friend Terry Copeland."
Hey, Miss Copeland.
And her husband. Everybody else. I don't know. You may have taken a break. I'm not sure, but you started performing again, and you went to Hayward.
Oh shoot. Oh, I know where that was. Off Mission.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What's that? Foothill, whatever.
Right.
Right across where that big ass Mervin's building used to be. And I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember coming there.
So I treated her and her husband.
I'm sorry, y'all. Got noisy people just bum rush the dressing room with great food. Can I introduce you to some of these people?
Yeah, please.
Hey, you guys got to meet Miss Grant.
Hi, Miss Grant. How you doing? You're gorgeous. Hello.
It's Calibration.
Hey.
It's Shay.
Hi.
The wife of this gentleman right here.
Hello.
This is the backstage of the production. Woo! I'm sorry.
I just want y'all to know I will be in front seat. I hope.
You got to come backstage too. I'm just letting you
I'll
know.
be there tonight.
Come on. Where we will sip sake together.
Yes,
How about that?
Saying.
Y'all say hello to this young lady.
Go ahead. You still introducing?
I'm still
Are you?
introducing.
They gonna say their name, who they are, what
This
they
girl plays guitar and
Okay,
tears.
say your name, girl.
So what's your name? You can't hear.
Chanel.
Hi, Chanel. Hello.
How you doing?
What's your name? Dominique.
Dominique.
What's your
Hi,
name?
Dr. Ari.
Dr. Ari.
Bass player.
Bass
Percussionist.
extraordinaire.
Oh my God. It's about to be popping tonight. Oh, you just muted me, Dwayne. I can't hear you. Did you mute me? You guys, I'm just so excited to have him here tonight. We really are blessed to be in the presence of a legend and just to have him share his story and his journey with us on this beautiful December the 9th, y'all. We are almost 3 weeks before the end of 2021. And I just know greater things are to come for each and every one of us. We have really less than 10 minutes left on the show. And hopefully Dwayne will get his connection back. But in the interim, I want to say to you that we are planning some great shows for you up until the actual 30th, just right before New Year's. I'm going to pop him back in. There we go.
You make sure I'm on the guest list. I need to take the phone.
I got you.
Okay.
He's backstage.
I'm back. I have to leave that room. They started to get ready for this meet and greet. That's when we meet some people that bought tickets, before we go on.
Right. I appreciate the time, and I know I want to say to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will be there front and center cheering you on and enjoying myself to the maximus because it is my birthday month. So we gonna turn up.
Oh my God, that's all I needed was a reason.
Yes.
That's all I needed was a reason. I will see you, young lady. Oh man! Cheers to you and happy birthday.
Right. Before you go though, if you could give the audience just one more piece of advice, what would that be?
Well, today, my only advice is love yourself and love others because we are one, folks. No matter what goes on, from what I've experienced in my life and what I've seen coming from Oakland, is that you have to see God in everything that moves around you to understand that it ain't the church is with you. And I've learned that, especially since I haven't been to church since COVID. Let me just tell you. Wow, I'm like, you know, this is the best church ever. Just sitting at your mom's house and cooking and everybody coming over. You just hearing stories of hardship, but it's love.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Love yourself and love others.
Okay, sir. Peace out. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheryl. I really appreciate this.
Okay. All right. I'll see you later.
You're
Have
the
a
best.
great show.
And
Is
your
it appropriate to
show.
break a leg? Is that appropriate?
That's appropriate.
Okay.
I'm doing a cartwheel tonight. Later.
All right. Thank
Peace.
you. God bless
Appreciate it.
everybody. Thank you for chiming in. And I can't wait for you to join next week. We're going to have some amazing guests on the platform. My dear friend, McCall Tate, who is studying to be an attorney. She's a young millennial that's out here buying and flipping houses and making it happen. And she's going to be talking about her journey. So join us.
Oh, we need more lawyers.
Yes.
We need more lawyers. Listen,
Yes.
these kids, these babies need to get this legal thing, and let's play that game.
No worry,
You know?
she's coming with me tonight, so it's good. You get to meet
Good
her.
work. Good work. That's what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
so God bless everybody. Take care.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you, baby. All right, bye-bye.